All right, LaffeyDude back for the last video of the night and the third video we're going to watch from The Perfect Citizen. And this is my 29th reaction video. And this one will be called The Physical Media Community Iceberg. So yeah, you know how pretty harsh the physical media community is. It's pretty crazy. You know, a lot of locals, pedophiles, zoophiles, racists. It's like Xbox 360 Live. It's like Xbox 360 Live if it was a special needs class. Sorry, I just had to say that. Anyway, let's start the video in 3, 2, 1.
There's a lot of communities out there, probably more than you'd think. And unless you're part of that community, you likely don't know much about it. That's why...
Well, every community has its flaws, though. It has its ups, it has its downs. However, there are some communities that I just can't associate myself with because of how fucking crazy it is.
Why we have Iceberg videos. They serve as a great way to give the average person a quick summary as to why your community is so effed up. In this particular video, we'll be going over the physical media community iceberg. There's a lot of lore to get into,
Alright,
so
let's see the iceberg.
Any more time. The very tip of the PMC iceberg is the physical media community. Now, what exactly do I mean by that? Well, there's two levels of the PMC. There's the community filled with nostalgic boomers who look like the average Ozempic user, and then there's the community that we're more familiar with. The boomer PMC, and then there's the user.
Yeah, I prefer this community better. Yeah, the boomers and Generation Xers physical media community. The other one is basically Gen Z physical community, but it's pretty fucking mentally crazy.
Like the average Ozempic user, and then there's the community that we're more familiar with. The boomer PMC is the absolute surface level. Your parents could be a part of it if they're into old media. Now, if your parents are a part of the other PMC, then I imagine you have some serious genetic issues, but I congratulate you for successfully clicking on this video. Further down the iceberg, you get Dan Sobel. Dan
Sobel, the worst of the entire physical media community.
For basically being really naive. He made some stupid comments which led him to being called a PDF file. In reaction to the accusations, he had the brilliant idea that he should confess to being a PDF file. Obviously, this didn't work out for him, and
when you come out as a pedophile, nothing works out for you. You do that shit. You do that shit. You're done. Goodbye. You're no longer part of the human race. Get off our planet.
And it only solidified people's opinions. If you don't know what the physical media community is, then it's almost certain that Dan will be the first user you're introduced to. He's made his way into the popular lolcow channels, having been covered by both Saturated Content and Leaping Lemur. Lemur's video about Dan is actually the second most popular video on his channel and brought a lot of attention to the PMC when it was first released. Now, if you learn about Dan Sobel and decide to dig a little deeper, that's when things start to get interesting. At this point, you've probably...
Yeah, pretty much. Dan Sobel is the reason why I was introduced to The Perfect Citizen. But not just him, the other creepy fuckers in the physical media community as well. But yeah, The Perfect Citizen is a pretty cool guy, though.
Probably found my channel, which of course is,
unlike all the others,
heavily focused on the physical media community. Ben Lucero is a PMC user who's well known for his very amusing...
Oh god, Ben Lucero. He is fucking crazy. He screams in public Like, you need to stop calling us little kids right now. At a mall where everyone can freaking hear him. I'm surprised mall security never kicked his fucking ass out. Another thing about Ben Lucero is that he's creepy, he's disgusting, and he don't care about anyone but him fucking self. Pretty much everybody in the physical media community, they don't care for each other. They only care about themselves.
Rage moments. He's actually been dubbed the mall screamer by the community after he posted a video raging in a mall. One of my favorite Ben moments was when he wished Jeffrey Epstein a happy heavenly 70th birthday.
Yeah, which was a real retarded move. Never ever wished any happy birthday to evil people. Serial killers, pedophiles, dictators, rapists. Never wished happy birthday to those fuckers.
Other than that, he mostly just posts clips from kids shows and the occasional carpool karaoke video. Eric Payton is another extremely popular PMC
he's a fucking pedophile as well.
User. He's been covered by Deadwing Dork and a few other channels. He's best known for the 18 corruptions, which is the list of crimes he believes he has to commit in order to move out of Detroit. He's
committing any crimes isn't going to get you anywhere, Eric.
Also obsessed with shoes, feet, Toy Story, Sid Phillips, and underage.
Yeah, and he's fucking sexually attracted to Sid Phillips from Toy Story. What the fuck?
Girls. Yeah, the Eric Payton lore runs deep.
He's disgusting.
I like to think of Dan Sobel, Ben Lucero, and Eric Payton as the three musketeers of the PMC. They're some of the most interesting specimens that the PMC has to offer, and that's why they've gained more popularity than anyone else. However, the PMC is a gold mine of users. You just have to know where to look. If you've come this far, then it's too late to turn back. You've chosen to enter the depths of the PMC. This is where you'll learn about some of the more obscure, but still very entertaining users. One of my favorite duos is Brandon Horninger and Lucille Kessler.
Yeah, I've met those two back in summer of 2022. At first I thought they were decent people, but they kept pestering. I'm not going to go into much detail, but they kept pestering the fucking shit out of me. They wouldn't stop saying, we should go out, we should go out, we should go out. Ugh. And then when I blocked them, Brandon then had the nerve to fucking send me a voice message from an account. I forgot her name, but it was some character from the Golden Girls, which I already hated that show because of my fucking ex-girlfriend, but these two, they just fucked up the show even more for me. I can never look at that show the same way again because of my ex-girlfriend and them. And then Brandon Horniger had the audacity to tell me that I'm a spoiled, rotten brat. Brandon, I think you and Kessler should do me a favor. Go look into a mirror and you'll see who the real spoiled, rotten brats are.
These two are a couple that have gotten into several feuds with other PMC users. They've kind of created this meme within the community with their iconic insult, your ass is gonna be Chinese food. This term is used as a threat. Like if you...
Yeah, your ass is gonna be Chinese food? What the fuck?
If you were harassing me online, I would say, you better watch out, buddy, or else your ass is gonna be Chinese food. The best part about these two is that they have...
That doesn't even make any fucking sense.
Legitimately gotten married. I'm serious. They had a wedding with a photographer and everything. They might actually be the only PMC users.
Okay, I have to confess. I have a boyfriend. I do. But this is the thing. Unlike me, I just want to be treated like a normal human being. I don't want to be treated like a I don't want to be treated like fucking garbage, and I don't want to be treated like a Hollywood celebrity. Unlike Brandon and Kessler, who want to be treated like Hollywood celebrities, me and my boyfriend, we just want to be treated normally, okay? We want to be treated like everyday people. We don't want people taking pictures of us and giving us special treatment saying, these people are gay, look at them. They deserve all the treatment. They deserve all the happiness. No, we just want to be normal, okay? Normal, everyday people. We want to be treated equally. We don't want special treatment. We don't want to be treated like garbage or Hollywood celebrities. We just want to be treated normally. End of story.
To have ever gotten married. Corey Jonathan Attard is another user you would see at this level. He's kind of similar.
Yeah, that motherfucker can rot in hell for all I fucking care. He showed his nude body to fucking children online. Fuck no. Get out. Go away. Go to hell, Corey.
To Ben Lucero in that he's popular for his rage moments. They even have a similar rage style. But Corey is still lesser known for whatever reason. Honestly, he could be the fourth musketeer of the PMC, but he's just not popular enough. Most people know the surface level Dan Sobel lore,
Yep.
but it goes pretty deep.
We already talked about
At
that
one point,
one.
Dan got completely naked on a Google Meets call to try to make other people laugh or something.
Yeah, yeah, they were. He was trying to make fun of a person. Like, I think it was a Hamudi. I think. Oh yeah, it was Hamudi. Yeah, but yeah, he got naked pretending to be Hamudi. When the joke is not on Hamudi, the joke is on you, Dan. You fucking idiot, retard.
I don't even know, to be honest. Like, the guy is just crazy. Happy birthday
Yeah.
videos are exactly what it sounds like. You wish someone a happy birthday. But the PMC have latched onto this in a really weird way. They've
Yeah, unhappy birthday videos. But yeah.
created this concept of unhappy birthday videos. This is like shooting someone in the chest to them. It's what you do if you hate a person as a PMC user. They find it extremely insulting. In their words, they call it heartless. This is another PMC.
But yeah, this one guy, Brendan White, right? His name, Brendan White. He was going around wishing me and all my friends unhappy birthday messages. I'm not sure what he's doing now, but I was told by someone that someone apparently got into contact with his job, and they told him, if you don't stop wishing unhappy birthday to people online, we're going to get your workplace involved. And when they did tell him that, he just laughed and sent them middle finger and laughing emojis saying, I don't give a fuck, you don't scare me, motherfucker. And apparently Brendan White had his last laugh, and they called his job, and he must have gotten fired, which must have caused him to deactivate himself from the whole internet. I would have done the same thing too. I lost my job. Now I can't pay my expenses. I can't pay my phone. I can't pay my car. I can't pay my streaming services. Then I'm going to get kicked out of my parents' house because I can't pay rent. And I'm going to have to go to a fucking homeless shelter. But yeah, Brendan White, honestly, I don't really care what he's doing right now, but if you want to come back, you better owe us a really big apology.
Method to insult someone. There's a lot of these. The Electric Company is this kid show from 2009 that incorporated a lot of song and dance in their episodes. One of their songs.
Yeah, my mom used to watch The Electric Company when she was little, back in the 70s.
Is called The Electric Company Doesn't Like You. PMC users use this as an insult by singing along but changing some of the lyrics to direct it to people that they don't like. Opinion bashing is when you disagree with someone over a piece of media, so you aggressively critique them for liking something that you don't like.
You know, at the end of the day, I don't care what you like and don't like. You are who you are. This is a free country. We have the right to our own opinion.
The problem with this is that users take minor disagreements as full-on insults. I suspect that opinion bashing is the origin point for almost all of the drama that occurs within the PMC, because at this point, there's really no other explanation. If you're at this point of the iceberg, you're probably looking further than just my channel, although I do cover a lot of the users that are at this level. This is when you learn about Justice Schramm or Hunter Wiggle. It's people who have that user charm but just don't have enough controversy surrounding them to really blow up. But I kind of really like this level. They all have fresh personalities without carrying all that negative weight that lolcows usually do. These are innocent guys that are just funny. Simple as that. Andy Ho, Hamudia Jom, and Bartman Homer VII are a few more in this level that are worth noting. Before the physical media community, I had no idea what GoAnimate was, but as I did more research, it became...
Oh yeah, the GoAnimate community. That's another fucked up community on the internet. And just like the physical media community, most people in the GoAnimate community, they don't give a shit about anyone but themselves. They don't care for others. They only care about themselves. And yeah, let me tell you, I had a horrible experience with the GoAnimate community back in 2020, 2013 and 2014. I left. It was way too fucking toxic.
It became clear that it was very influential in the PMC. GoAnimate is an animation platform for kids. It's a whole community in itself, which is still active to this day, but they have a lot of crossover between the PMC. For example, it's the origin point of grounded videos. For those who don't know, grounded videos are a trend that is now baked into PMC.
Yeah, GoAnimate, making punishments a joke. Actually, GoAnimate, making punishments a joke since 2008. That pretty much sums it up.
PMC culture. It's another insult that PMC users use. If you hate someone in the community, you make a grounded video on them. The script is usually something like, oh, whoa, 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 how dare you bash my opinion? You know you're not allowed to bash my opinion. That's it, you're grounded, 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 grounded for 100 years. Go to your room now and think about what you've done. This is a legitimate form of cursing. I'm not even joking. At this point, I'm pretty sure it works. GoAnimate has influenced the PMC in a lot of other ways, but grounded videos are definitely the best example of the impact it's had. Another subsection of grounded videos are angry message videos, or maybe angry message videos.
Those videos are not worth making.
Of grounded videos.
They don't get you anywhere.
Matter. Either way, an angry message video is when a user just rages. They rage at whoever they hate at that moment. These have produced most of the iconic moments in PMC history. Dan, Ben, Eric, Corey, Hunter, they all made amazing angry message videos. If you want to show your friend the PMC, show them these videos. I'm sure they'll get a laugh. Another PMC ritual is curse videos. Curse videos were created by Bartman Homer VII in response to PMC users attacking him. Basically, it's a tarot card reading where the user curses their enemies, but in ridiculous ways. Like sometimes they say the other person is forced to drink paint or something stupid like that. Google Meets is where the PMC do the majority of their video calls. Users are pretty strict on who they allow to join, but if you manage to get in one of these calls, there's a high chance you'd be interacting with Dan Sobel or any of the other users listed so far. Saying the N-word in the PMC is like blaspheming Jesus Christ. If you say the word, then the whole community immediately turns on you. They don't even let you use it if you're black. The funny thing is, it seems like most of the PMC have used the word at some point, despite criticizing others for using it. This is when you start to see how far the...
I just can't... It's just really wrong to say the N-word, okay? It's really wrong. Back in the day, like, way far back before everybody else who is alive right now was born, like, in the Wild Western times, white people would say the N-word to black slaves. It's just not right. Just can't say that shit. Like, no. Just no. I understand that Xbox gamers back in the 2000s and early 2010s said that shit, but, you know, things have changed.
PMC reaches out. To no one's surprise, a lot of PMC users are also Railfanners. Somehow there's beef between the two groups. I'm guessing it was started by the PMC, but who knows. A lot of PMC users are a part of the ClueTuber community. This is a group of people who roleplay as the host of Blue's Clues and run their own version of the show on their YouTube channel. Dan Sobel is the perfect...
The only ClueTuber I really like is YouTube King. YouTube King, who does Luna's Clues. His videos are bad, but in a fun way. They're so bad, they're hilarious to watch. They're really good to watch. His content is like one of those YouTube content creators that they might be so bad, but you like them anyway. So bad it's good. Just like the movie The Room.
Perfect example of a PMC user who also participates in the ClueTube community. PMC orbiters are people who don't really associate with any particular community, but they still interact with PMC users. It's basically people who operate at the same speed as the PMC, if you know what I mean. These are users that don't post videos to YouTube or any other social media. You don't know anything about these guys unless you're actually a part of the PMC. They have their opinions about users and they have their own drama, but they mostly just stick to posting comments on other people's videos or chatting in their private Facebook Messenger group chat. This is the deepest, darkest depth of the physical media community. You won't know anything about this level unless you've been a part of the Google Meets where the real sick stuff goes down. This is pretty well known at this point, but Ben Lucero decided to whip out his genitals in a Google Meets call for no apparent reason. What's not as well known is that he allegedly recorded his two nieces getting undressed and posted the video to social media.
And recently, Ben Lucero, you won't believe this, but I just heard that Ben Lucero is now an uncle. I think he has a baby nephew or niece, I'm not sure, but yeah, he's an uncle now. I really hope that nephew or niece is away from Ben Lucero. He needs to be kept away from that baby. He's a threat to children. I don't know if it's Ben Lucero's brother or uncle or sister, but whoever. Please, keep that baby. I don't care if Ben Lucero's part of your family. Keep him away from that baby, please.
Jonathan Attard was recorded in a video call acting like a poofter, as you Aussies say. He pretended to do fellatio on the other person in the call and said that it would be fine if a 13-year-old joined in on the conversation.
Yeah, he's fucking disgusting. I really hope he rots in hell.
Babies and women that he recorded, which he eventually took down.
He's fucking
disgusting. I included all this stuff in my video, but his mom was on a rampage to get that video taken down. This is what I was hearing. Like, she was threatening legal action against...
Of course, his mom defends him. Let me tell you something, Corey. Corey, you're lucky I'm not your father, because if you were, you don't even want to know what I would have done to you.
A lot of certain people in the community. I never got contacted personally, so I don't know how true that is. These were just rumors that I heard. Jose Crespin is a Railfanner / PMC orbiter who is now known as one of the PMC's biggest predators. He allegedly showed his genitals to an underage boy with the intention of mentally scarring him. Sean Lowe is another PMC orbiter who is buddies with Jose Crespin.
They've
been known to harass and bully PMC users together. Sean in particular has said some of the most depraved things in the community. I won't go into it, but you can check out the video I made about him and Jose Crespin if you want some in-depth details.
He's crazy.
There you have it, the physical media community iceberg. Let me know if I missed anything because I'm almost certain I did. Just for the record, I purposely didn't list out every single user because that would have been very long and boring. I have over a dozen videos where I go in-depth on individual users, so you can check those out if you're interested. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Alright, that includes my 29th reaction video. Well, I'm going to get off and drink some Miller Lite for the night. This is LaffeyDude signing out, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.